Oh, guys, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Finally, I've been able to capture the brain behind Ghana Festival. And I'm with here. This boss, this woman is very big in the industry in Ghana. She's one of the strongest baker in Ghana. Today, I'm with Boss Buttercream Queen. Boss, thank you and so much for getting our time to come on Bakerstvshow. And how are you?
I'm good.
We are here in Ghana just because of her. Tell us, introduce yourself. Let us get to know you. My viewers will get to know you.
Okay. So my name is Georgina Bat Williams. I'm the CEO of Buttercream Queen Ghana. Yes.
Okay, you tell us, being a brand and a big brand in Ghana, how was it growing as a young brand in the baking business? What were those challenges you were facing as a young brand in the baking business, and how were you able to overcome them and still sustain yourself in the business?
Okay, so it's always difficult to get capital to work. The banks here are not did not help startups. That's what the financial systems here does not help us. And so really it's quite difficult, and especially when our tools and our equipment are not sourced in Ghana here if you want the, and it all boils up to getting money to do it. But all good. We've come far. In family, friends have helped along the way, and then by God's grace, we are here.
Okay, and being a big brand in Ghana, you must have trained a lot of young people in the baking business. Tell us, how was your early stage in the baking industry? Because a lot of these young people feel that just coming in tomorrow they will blow.
Yeah.
And so, was it easier for your brand to be known around and outside Ghana?
When we started, roughly about 25, 24 years ago, social media was not there. And so it was just by word of mouth and then recommendations. And at that time, we were all trying to find our feet. And so training people, and especially in this industry, the culture was to train people who would have dropped out of school, who would not have gotten white-collar jobs, and then they brand into our industry. And so trainings at that point is difficult. A lot would let you train them, but we did not have the passion for it. It was just a way to a means. That's the reality on the ground. But along the way, when the passion go up with it. In my case, I had finished school, and then before I could go to the university, I went into cake decorating.
To a lot of people we have on our show, I would also like to know from you, is it passion that is keeping you in business, or monitoring part of it?
So I think that is a 50-50. I mean, for me, it was a business because I had finished the school, and then I finished training, gone back to school, gone into the corporate world, and then yeah, so I'll say that it's the passion drives you, and then you realize that there's the monetary aspect, and of course, why not?
Thank you so much. Let's move a bit to the main reason why we are here in Ghana.
Yeah.
You are one of the strongest brand, the idea behind Ghana Cake Festival, first ever cake exhibition that is happening here in Ghana. How were you able to come up with the idea that you were able also to sell it to other partners to come together to make this possible?
Okay, so I had always taken inspiration from my sister country in Nigeria, and all over the world. When we go I'm privileged to be going for international fairs, and then I realized that we had the craft here in Ghana. Our most bakers in Ghana's craft had gone far, but the name Ghana was not known internationally. And so you become an island. I mean, I couldn't be going alone and selling buttercream queen. It was a bigger picture. And so that's when I realized that, you know, we needed to sell Ghana in the most positive way through our creativity. Most bakers in Ghana really wanted something that would bring us together without any form of negativity. So the vibe was there. And so within 3 months, we were able to put up this, but it had been a long term in waiting. I believe in patience. And so it's been like 2, 3, 4 years now nursing it. And for me, I had joined a lot of baking groups in Ghana here, and there's always something that pushes us, and then we stop. And so we had to steady the train and know what was really going on here, what is wrong, how we could correct it, and then we move on. And so yes, that's how far we've come. I'm only hoping that with the kind of vibe and the kind of positivity we've gotten today, it will not end here. It would still strive to continue. Yeah.
Okay, in terms of bakers in Ghana, were you expecting much number of bakers like this to come out, or were you just hoping that bakers will come out?
So initially when we started, it wasn't looking too good, because of course it was the first time bakers, I mean event professionals here, which tells us that we are appreciated in our craft. And so yes, I think we've achieved our aim, but there's still more room for improvement.
The next edition of Ghana Cake Festival,
yeah.
Are you expecting more bigger brands to sign in for it? Are you also open as a person to receive more brands coming?
Why not? Obviously, we would want everybody to come on board. I'm surprised at the number, all right, but I knew that if we do it and we do it well, everybody will come on board. I mean, along the lines, we had more people wanting to register, but for the venue and the number it could accommodate, we had to turn down people. And so the next edition, yes, the government, in fact, the government had offered us a bigger place, but because we were skeptical about the numbers, we didn't want to take it up. And so I'm sure the government is still, and then they assured us that they are behind us. And so the next edition is going to be bigger. This one, we had bakers from other regions coming in, from Cape Coast, Kumasi, the Eastern region, and the Volta region, which surprised me here. And so I am sure that the next edition would be different. And it's not going to be only in Accra. We are going to go from region to region, because I was surprised. I was utterly surprised. And so, yes, we are open to all bakers, especially, you know, we launched the Ghana, the Cake and Confectionery Association today. And so it's for everybody. The association is for everybody. We need to push for government to do something for us. Nobody really talks for us here. Okay, the cost of our commodities, flour, I mean, nobody talks for us. And so this is the time we are going to move to get known here in Ghana.
Thank you so much, boss, for getting our time to come on Bakerstvshow. It's a true definition of we came, we saw, we conquer.
Yeah.
And we have seen that bakers in Ghana were already hunger for this.
Yeah.
And we just pray and hope that you will always give them and give them. To me, I believe that season 2 section should start from tonight.
Yeah.
Because I see more potential. I see more people coming in to be part of this great event. And thank you so much for bringing this up. I've seen that a lot of people will benefit from this. So, but before you go, but what will be your take on Bakerstvshow?
The platform that's a lot that teaches us a lot. Honestly, the first time I had heard of it was when I did the Moses Bliss wedding cake, and I was like, and I'm not a social media person, so really I was a little skeptical. But you know, I'll say that from my experience, that was my first time doing an online meeting. At the time, if you realize I dropped out, it was because it wasn't in my comfort zone. But now I think that you are part of those who built my confidence coming into social media, and I think that it helps us. I know your followers are all over Africa here, and then it sells. As I mean, we are all in this continent. We are in it. I always say we are in it together. Nigeria, Ghana, especially. For me, Baker's TV show, you have to continue this, and then you have to go everywhere. I mean, and everybody wanted to be interviewed.
Yeah.
And so I know that next year, when you are coming, you are filling half of the plane coming to Ghana.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Bye bye for now.